What's up, everybody? My name is Joe Otis from joeislit.com, and welcome, Heat Seekers, to week 18 of Lit Picks regular season finale. Last week of the NFL season, it went by so fast, so fast, and a month and a half from now, I'm just not going to know what to do with myself on Sundays. I guess I'll have to wait till the USFL comes out. Maybe I'll actually go get some exercise or go out for a walk or do something fun. Who knows? But we've got plenty of action left. 1 week in the regular season. There's a lot of spots left to take care of. There's a lot of answers we need to have this weekend. And right now I'm joined by the one and only handsome Mike Costello. Mike, how are you?
I'm doing great. It actually it works. I'm having a great hair day. I need a haircut, by the way. You actually said something very funny. You said exercise. Maybe that's what we should do next year, where if we lose, we have to like run a mile or something like that. But I don't know if I'd be able to finish out the season. So
that's a great idea.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Clean shaven. Well, I had to clean. They made me shave for my work because I had to put a mask on at 95. So you can't have a beard for that.
I definitely was not clean shaven.
That's right. I'm here for all the people. I also want to thank the one viewer we have from FanDuel right now in the audience who's actually scouting out the show. So, Mike, hopefully, I didn't tell you about this before. Hopefully, we'll put on a good performance for them. And
I've done barely any research, so.
Well, that's not good news.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what I'm going to do here.
And now we go to this far out view. You can see my entire room here. Look at this. These guys in the audience here, they're not even asking us any questions. They're not even talking to us. What's up with that? I got my new Kansas City Royals hat on. Do you like it?
Yeah.
How's the sound? Do you hear any clicking by any chance? Like there's a hamster on a wheel?
I don't think I do. No.
All right, then. Well, screw these guys. We're just going to do it ourselves then. What do you think of that?
Yeah, let's just get it going.
Let's talk about the first game right now. It's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs at the Denver Broncos. I'm sorry, folks, I don't have any graphics for you today. It was a pretty long day. We had some snow. I had to take care of that. Did you have to shovel snow today, Mike?
I did. Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
And so tomorrow it's Saturday action. I love it when there's actually Saturday action for the NFL. We have the Chiefs and the Broncos. Chiefs are laying 10.5 on the road in Denver. And I don't think the Broncos have really much to play for. Do you think this really could be Vic Fangio's last game there? 10.5 is a lot of points. Let's see. I'm going to see what you picked for this, Mike, and then I'll give you my response of how I'm going to.
So I'm looking here. I'm looking at the under for this
4.5.
Yeah, I'm looking for the under for this one. I'll take the under at the 44.5. As I said, I don't think there's not much to play for there, but just kind of keeping the thing, keeping the ball rolling a little bit with Denver. I don't think they're going to put up that many points. I don't think KC is going to put up like the 35 points or whatever, maybe like 30, 31-10, something like that. So I'm going with the under here for that.
So I think you're picking the under because you think they're going to probably sit the players at the end of the first half, perhaps. Is that correct?
Good. This is the different week here where it's like a first half week. It's you don't know who's playing, you don't know who's doing what. So yeah, this is tough. But a lot of the games are going to be over too because the defenses kind of give up a little bit. But see what happens.
Well, it's a divisional game still. It's in Denver. I don't think the Chiefs are going to be playing that much. I'm taking the Broncos plus 10.5. I think they're going to be closer than you think. I think that Chad Henne's going to be in the game before the end of the first half, and I think the Broncos are going to probably go out and try to win. That's why I'm going to take them plus 10.5. Audience, what do you have for us? Sound is fine. I guess it must be Mark Caniglio's computer. No clicking, and you haven't picked any games yet, so what do you want from us? Chiefs are going to put the boots to Denver. That's nice.
Good.
Well, thank you for that. Our next game is the Dallas Cowboys at the Philadelphia Eagles. Cowboys are laying 4 points on the Eagles at home. I really don't think the Eagles have much to play for. I have no idea why they even flex this game. I'm just going to go with the over on this one, over 43. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's safe. I think Dallas has a lot to play for. I know a lot of people are saying Philly, it's in Philly and everything, but I think Dallas is going to take this one. They kind of need it, kind of rolling into it. So I'm going to take them, laying the points.
Yeah, the game really doesn't matter, to be
No.
honest with you. The game doesn't matter for the Eagles unless we find out the outcome of the Saints, Falcons, and the 49ers, Rams. So that won't be determined until
Yeah.
Sunday. So, I mean, I really don't get the point of moving this game to Saturday night. It doesn't really do much for anybody. I guess they figured they had to get the Eagles on prime time at least once before the playoffs this year. I mean, they hadn't had what, one or two primetime games this year that I can remember.
I don't even know.
Football against the Cowboys, but yeah, there's really no point of them flexing this. Maybe they had this plan in advance. I don't know, but whatever. All right, next game is the Indianapolis Colts at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Indianapolis is laying 15 on this game in Jacksonville. The thing is, I don't think a lot of good teams really played well in Jacksonville. If you think about the Buffalo Bills, they had that awful field goal performance where it was 9-6 and they lost that game, and it kind of put a hole in them for them to have to climb out and to get back into the playoff hunt there. So for this game, I'm just going to take the Jaguars plus 15 because, like I said, they're at home. Maybe they want to do something for Darrell Bovell, and I don't know. Maybe I don't really know. I mean, it's 15 points. I mean, the Colts have something to play for. I've seen some silly situations where teams that you think they're going to be getting in blow it, kind of like the Ravens a few years back in 2017 when they lost that game. They were playing, I believe, the Bengals, and Andy Dalton beat them. They lost out making the playoffs because there's some weird tiebreaker there. So I'll take the Jaguars plus 15. What do you think?
So yeah, this is a tough one. Like, but when you do see this though, like they don't play very well in Jacksonville, and you look at the track record like that. So it is tough, especially laying those points. But I think this is a big, obviously, like Jonathan Taylor day. Every day is almost him. He's probably going to be the number one overall next year, I guess, maybe in fantasy. But for this game, I like the first half. I would take Indy with the first half. I guess it would be like a -9, 9.5, something like that. If it's going to be 15.5 total, then I would assume it's like 8.5 or 9. So I like Indy the first half, kind of winning being up by like 17 or so, and then I don't know what's going to happen in the in the second half, but I'm taking that first half.
Too many points, and Jags coming off getting humiliated to avoid. 15 is way too many for a program. I avoid this game like a guy selling calzones in the street in Cancun. Yeah, I'm not that stupid to do something like that. Who did that? Billy?
Yeah, I wasn't there.
I wasn't there too. That was only for the popular guy trip.
I was supposed to go actually, and I think I had like a huge paper to write in college or something like that, so I like bailed.
All right, the next game is the Tennessee Titans at the Houston Texans. Now, if you look at this game once again, I mean, the Titans are playing for the first. They're playing for the first seed in the AFC. They have to win this game. They're playing the Texans, and as I've said before, I don't think the Titans play. They play up to opponents. They play down to opponents as well. But that was kind of proven wrong last week, as they ended up winning last week. So I'll take the Titans laying 10.5. They beat the Dolphins easily last week, and I think they're going to keep that momentum going against the Texans. What do you think?
Yeah, I can never get a handle on Tennessee and what they're all about. But I'm still a proponent for Vrabel being the coach of the year. I don't really think it's going to happen, but it would be cool to do that. I'm going to take the over here with this because I just think that I like the way Houston's playing. I know last week I thought the over was going to hit and it didn't, but I think this is going to be something different here. So I like the over here. I think it's at 42, right? 42 and. 42 and a half, right? 42 and a half. So yeah, I'm going to take the over here. I think there'll be some points scored in this game. I can definitely see like a 24-21, something like that. So I'll take that.
How are the Titans the 1 seed? Vrabel should be coach of the year. Tons of injuries and an average quarterback. I think he should be coach of the year. I mean, if you think about it, they lost Derrick Henry early in the season, and they're about to get the number 1 seed. I think he definitely has a great campaign.
He's coach of the year. I think I was looking at it before, like he's still a top 10 fantasy running back and he's missed like 9 weeks.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So yeah, maybe next year I'll take him. We'll see.
All right, next game is the Steelers at the Baltimore Ravens, which very well could be Big Ben's last game playing in the NFL. He should be. I think his arm's shot. He moves around the pocket like me, slow as crap. I think for this game, I think that both these teams are technically still alive, holding on by a thread. So I'll take the Ravens because they're home. Ravens laying 3.5. What do you think?
I like Pittsburgh here. I'm going to take Pittsburgh, I guess, getting the points here. I mean, it's it might be Big Ben's last game. I can never count out Tomlin, especially after the win last week. So I'm going to take Pittsburgh here, getting the points.
Got a good question coming from the chat. Who would you rather have, Baker or Tannehill? I would rather have Tannehill, to be honest with you.
I like Tannehill as a quarterback. I mean, I've always liked him. I targeted him this year in fantasy. I think that he's a solid quarterback. I've always liked him.
Pat likes the Ravens here. Steelers' swan song was last Monday night. Ben threw the ball 46 times, 226. That's awful. That's terrible. That's why I don't like the Steelers in this game. All right, next game is the Green Bay Packers at the Detroit Lions. We have a ton of games this week.
No buys.
If you look at this game, I mean, the Packers have already clinched home field advantage. I think Jordan Love will be getting in this game sooner rather than later. I'll take the under 45. What do you think?
Yeah, this is tough because I mean, like, I guess the question is, does Rodgers play or not? So I mean, it's just it's up in the air. I don't even know what to do with this one, but I would say that Green Bay would still win even without him. I think Goff is playing, but I would still take Green Bay here.
Okay, Green Bay minus 3.5. All right, next game is the Washington football team at the New York Football Giants. I mean, I think the Giants have probably the worst quarterback room in the NFL. I mean, I don't think Daniel Jones is that bad, to be honest with you. Those backups are awful. Jake Fromm, I believe that the guy with the long neck's out. Mike Glennon's out this week. He's not playing, so it's probably going to be Jake Fromm. I'm going to take the under 37.5. It's such a low number, but I'm taking the under on that. What do you think?
That is really low. I don't know. I guess kind of got to go with Washington here. I just think that the Giants they just don't seem into it at all. And I just have to go at Washington. They've played solid. I mean, last week against even against the Eagles when they were down, Gibson, and then I think they're all coming back. They still put up a fight. So I have to take Washington here.
All right. Is Rodgers definitely the MVP? I think Jonathan Taylor probably should be the MVP if they make the playoffs. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so too. He's really good.
I'm sure. Playing so bad.
I think Judge stays. I don't think he gets fired.
I think the Giants are upset about what happened last year when the Eagles kind of gave Washington the playoff spot and the division. All right, next game is the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. And I think the Browns are a clown show. I think that you don't like the Bengals for some reason. I'm going to take the Bengals +6. You just don't like them. They're probably going to be sitting everybody. I think Mixon's out this week. So, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. There's just something. I can't. I'm taking Cleveland. I don't know. It's the last one here, and I don't know. There's just something about it. Yeah, I mean, I don't even think some of the players are even going to play for Cincy either. So, I mean, I think, I don't know. I'm going to take Cleveland here as finishing things off here. Why not?
All right. What will the Washington football team new nickname be?
Are they officially announcing it at the end of the year, or they're
on February 2nd on the Today?
Oh, they are.
I believe, yeah.
Nice.
They could be back next year. I'm going to say no.
I would say yes.
Bengals are flawed, but very dangerous in the playoffs. Bengals aren't playing their guys. Oh well. 6.
Yeah, I didn't think they were.
6 points. All right, next game is the Chicago Bears at the Minnesota Vikings. We have the Bears are finished for the season, and the Vikings as well. They're both done. I'll take the Vikings this one -5.5. What do you think?
So I'm going with my regular one here. I'm taking the Vikings in the first quarter. That's been my way pretty much a lot. So I'm going to stick with it.
Okay. Next game is the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Panthers getting 8. Over-under is 41.5. I think for this game, I'll just go with the over 41.5. I don't think it's a really high score. I think Brady's going to want to show something going into the playoffs. The Buccaneers are a team in turmoil. The information with Antonio Brown is ridiculous. It's calling out Brady and Brady's trainer, as well as the football team itself. I think that the Buccaneers could be in trouble heading into the playoffs. What do you think?
Listen, I know there's a lot going on. There's a lot of stuff going on here, but I mean, Carolina, they're just unfortunately, it's a team I liked going into the year, and they're not on the right end of things. So I'm going to take Tampa here. I think they're going to lay the points. I think they're going to win with fashion. So I mean, that's just what I really think. I don't think they're going to let the distractions affect them right now. So I'm taking them laying the points.
Okay. Next game is the New York Jets at the Buffalo Bills. I mean, 16.5 points is a lot of freaking points there, guys. I'll take the 16.5. Hold on, I gotta be right back. The kids calling me. Entertain the people.
What am I doing? Yeah, so this one, this is actually going to be a fun one. I mean, I really don't know what's going to go on here, but I'm actually going to take Buffalo. I guess I have to take them laying the points. You know, you got to figure that they're going to put something up here. I don't know what's going on with the Jets. That's just a team that you just have no idea. I'm assuming the coach comes back, but yeah, I'm going to take that. I'm going to take the Bills here, you know, and kind of go with the flow here. So he's kind of gone. I don't even know if I could see the comment section for you guys and see if I can kind of, you know, talk you guys through things to see what's going on here. Yeah, I'm surprised with the actually I can see comments right now, so I did finally see that. I'm actually surprised with their D, especially with the head coach. I thought that they'd be a little bit better, but you know, I think they have time to improve on that. I definitely see him going, you know, filling something. They got to figure something out. But let's talk. I guess we can move on. I'll wait for his pick. It sounded like he was going to go with Buffalo. But I guess let's go with I guess we can go with the coaches on who the possibility of Jacksonville will hire, right? I guess they're still interviewing for that. I thought that they would. I guess they're going to wait to the end of the season. I thought that they were going to try and get somebody in, but I'm assuming that it's not going to be Peterson. I think he was one of the first ones interviewed. So if he got the job, I think they would have probably given it to him already to kind of do things. So, you know, yeah, I think if they would have had him, they would have gotten him already. What are your thoughts about now moving to Carolina with Matt Rule? Do you believe that he will be back or he will take one of the college jobs that are available? I really actually hope it is. I hope Leftwich gets that job at Jacksonville. That would be awesome. I like him. I like what he's done in Tampa. He played for Jacksonville. I think it would be a pretty cool fit there. So you think Rule gets another year? All right. Yeah, it's been interesting, I guess, you know, with the whole, you know, Darnold experiment of kind of how things kind of went down with that. But, you know, I bought into it, obviously. I remember, I'm trying to think way back in the beginning of the year when we did our season longs. I think I had Darnold as the over with passing, and I don't think it really worked out for me with any of that stuff. So, yeah. All right. So, Harbaugh to Giants. You think you're talking about Harbaugh leaving Michigan? I don't know about that. I wouldn't think he would leave. But, yeah, I don't know. I think the Broncos thing is going to be tough, too. I mean, I think the Teddy experiment, I liked Bridgewater. I thought that would be, you know, I'm pretty shocked at that. But I don't understand what Denver is. I mean, if you look at them, like, you know, you have Fant. You've just signed Patrick. You've signed Sutton. You have Judy signed. You have Javonte Williams. You don't know what's going on with Gordon. Like, they have really good offensive weapons. They just need to find that quarterback. I'm really shocked at that they signed all those receivers. I'm kind of baffled at what was going on with that. But I don't know. I guess he's going to go. I thought he was going to stay, but I guess he's going to be gone. All right, we're back. Welcome back. Everything good?
I'm back.
You all right? Everything good?
Yeah.
All right. We were just talking about some coaching carousels and everything, and it sounded like you were going to go with Buffalo, right?
Yeah.
Taking the point, laying the points?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got. Harbaugh to the Giants. That'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah, I actually could see their comments, but I obviously have zero control over putting them up on the screen, so kind of just talked it through it.
All right, let's go to the next game. So our last game we talked about was the Jets, the Bills. I like the Jets plus 16.5. Who did you like?
I took Buffalo.
All right. All right, let's go to the next game. It is the 49ers at the Rams. So there are some playoff implications here. And if you look at the game, I mean, it's in LA. You got these two teams that are rivals going at it. And then, unfortunately to say, I think that the 49ers season is going to be over tomorrow. I think I'm going to take the Rams laying 4.5. What do you think?
I hope Lance plays. All right, you know that I'm a big Lance guy. I hope he plays. I think he's gotten solid. He's gotten strong. Listen, he's gotten stronger as the game went on. You saw him. He seemed like he started to get into his role a little bit. I don't know who's playing, but I'm going to take the points here with San Fran. I mean, it's Shanahan, and that's what I look at. He seems to do very well against McVay. I know this is a big one for them, but I'm going to take San Fran here getting the points. If they lose, maybe they lose by 2 or so, but I'm going to take them getting the points.
All right, next game is the Patriots at the Dolphins. I mean, this very well. I mean, the Patriots have a very, very small chance of getting the number 1 seed. They're not going to get that. And the Bills, they can't get it. They're already eliminated from that. Patriots are laying 6.5 on this game. The over-under is 39.5, which doesn't seem like very much. No. They're playing the game in Miami. The Patriots, for some reason, always bungle when they're in Miami for some reason. I'll take the over, which is 39.5. I think that the Patriots are going to put their backups in. I think the Dolphins are going to want to finish the season strong. I think that they both can at least put up 20 points. What do you think?
Yeah, so like you said, I think it's tough to play in Miami here, and I'm going to take Miami getting the points. So I think that's a good one here. I know the Patriots, they're kind of riding there, and I don't think they have a shot at the 1 either. But I'm going to take Miami getting the points here.
Let's see. Harbaugh might leave UM. He's never going to do better than he just did. That's true. Rams are going to win. The Falcons are going to bail out the Niners. Yeah. Miami wins here. Hot dog of the week.
Could happen. Yeah.
Miami is boring on offense. Pats too, actually. That's true. But I like the 20 points. I don't think 20 points is very much. All right, so let's go to the next game, which is the Saints at the Falcons. This also has playoff implications. And I think I think the Saints are going to win the game, but I think this is going to be a competitive matchup. I think that 39.5 is a very small score for over-under. Not a lot of points. I'm going to go with the over 39.5. What do you think?
I'm going to take the Saints here. I think this is a big Kamara game, but I'm going to take the Saints here. It's Taysom Hill. I mean, the Falcons are, you just never know. It's a game that I probably would never touch. But if I had to, I'm going to go with the Saints, laying the points. I got to go with Peyton and just say, I don't think he's going to lose this big game.
This game is trash. I agree. Yeah. I mean, the quarterbacking on the Saints doesn't. I mean, you said Taysom Hill's the quarterback. I mean, come on, he's better.
They do better with him, though. I mean,
yeah. And I mean, they're playing for something. All they have to do is win and hope that the Rams win. And I think they're going to win the game. I think that somehow the Saints will get in.
And I mean, Matt Ryan is he going to be back? I mean, is this his last game?
I think it could be his last game.
Yeah. So I mean, there is a lot at stake here too. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one.
All right. So this game has some meaning to it because I mean the Cardinals are still in it for the NFC West. If they win and the 49ers win, they get the NFC West title. They are laying 6 points with the over-under being 48. I think for this game, I'm going to take the Cardinals finishing the season strong. And I think that this could be the end of Russell Wilson in Seattle, and it could be the end of Pete Carroll. I'm taking the Cardinals -6. What do you think?
Yeah, so I think they're both back. I'm taking the over here, though. I think there's going to be some points scored in this game. I can see this going well over 50 with this, kind of Arizona scoring. And Seattle looked pretty good last week. I know, it was against Detroit, but I think that, this is going to be, kind of the last hurrah for Russell wants to, dump it down there to, Metcalf and Lockett. So I'm going to take the over here.
All right. Pat kind of likes Pitts and the props for.
Yeah, I think what's he need, 60 receiving yards or something like that. I think to set it. Yeah, I could see that.
Carroll will be back. No way Russ is back in Seattle. They say Pittsburgh for Russ, but I don't know. We'll see.
They're Denver. I mean, if you look at that, it's two good options.
Yeah. Our next game is the Sunday night game. This is the game of the week. This is the game that actually matters. It is the Los Angeles Chargers playing in Las Vegas for the Raiders. Winner gets in. Now, there has been debate that you should just tie, because if both these teams tie, they'll get in the playoffs. That's not going to happen. That's kind of ridiculous to think that would happen. But I mean, you can't fault them for thinking that way. Like, why not? You know. So we got the Raiders. I'm gonna take the Raiders outright plus 135. I think they're gonna win this game. I think it'll be an impressive ending to the season for the interim coach Rich Biaggi. Who a lot of people, we just said Vrabel could be the coach of the year. This guy could be coach of the year. If you look at the distractions that his team has come under with Henry Ruggs in that car accident, with everything with John Gruden at the beginning of the season, to overcome that and make the playoffs in a difficult AFC West, that's something that I think is very impressive. And I'm going to take the Raiders in this one. What do you think?
Yeah, this is, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be a fun one to watch. It's kind of just, I don't really know here, but I'm just going to go with the Chargers. I just, I just don't know. Like it all depends on which car is going to show up. You know what I'm saying? Like you can have a car that shows up and plays like an MVP, and then, he doesn't. So I was like, I'm just going to go with the Chargers here and, go with Justin Herbert and just see what he's going to do. So that's going to be the safe pick there.
All right. I have loved the Chargers all week, but I kind of feel like it's a trap, even though I don't like car. I'm going Raiders. Chargers win here. The real car shows up late and throws a pick. The reason I like the Raiders mostly because they're home. That's what I like about them. I mean, a lot of maybe Carr overcomes, his late game difficulties and wins the game and leads him to the playoffs. And I'm not really sure who I think that would be the 7th seed will be playing the 3rd seed, or the 2nd seed would probably be the Chiefs. I'm assuming. Mark likes the Chargers. Jeez. I took the Jazz plus 11.5, and they were winning all game. Now they're losing by 10 with 3:21 to go. How did he just leave me? Why did he go? Where? Our sponsor didn't show up this week. Do you guys have anything else to tell me? I think that the Washington name will be the Washington Sentinels. Let's see. DK Wanker scored no points all season, then scores 30. He disappeared into the air. Yep, he sure did. That was the old Irish goodbye, I guess. Hope to not offend anybody with that statement. Don't want to get canceled. Ooh. Mike says his laptop shut off. He looks to be getting a new one. You guys have any questions for me? You guys want to talk? You guys like my new clean face? Mom, Dad, Uncle Frank? I'm happy my head doesn't look as fat as I thought it would with a clean shave. Still it's fat, but I think that's not as bad as I thought. All right, guys. I guess that would be a good one. All right, we've been going on for 31 minutes with one interruption of the show. It's been fun. We'll be back for the playoffs. Looking forward to it. Everybody, happy football. Stay lit. Goodbye.